amor da gente como grão, uma semente de ilusão. Hi, today I'm presenting the song Drão, which is a very sad song written by Gilberto during or after the separation from his wife Sandra. And the Drão is a diminutive for the name Sandra. That's what he used to call his wife, and that's what his friends used. Drão was Sandra, actually. So very sad song. Talks about the separation, talks about their love, talks about their children. 3 children were involved. And when I discovered this song a couple of weeks ago, I thought, wow, this is quite a difficult song. And bit by bit, actually, I realized that it is not that difficult. Really, there's a couple of difficulties which I will mention, but the chords, which are absolutely beautiful, are not difficult. Okay, it's got the most beautiful riff that starts the song, and then it comes back through the song. But I will leave that riff to the end. Okay, so we don't get distracted and bogged down in the small difficulty that the riff has. So let's start the song. It's in C major 7. Okay. And I'm going to play it actually using a bit of an artificial rhythm so that you get the timing. The timing is a little bit tricky, actually. The timing with the song, with the lyrics, is a little bit tricky. So I'm going to sing it in such a way that you can actually identify the actual timing. I think he syncopates, he moves the lyrics forward and backward, etc. I'm not going to do that, actually, so that you can see where the lyrics should fall, actually, in theory. And then you can play around with them. Okay, so it starts with the C major 7, and I'll sing one verse. There are 3 identical verses, so that's the good news, actually. There's only 3 identical verses with that riff in between. Okay. Drão, o amor da gente como grão, uma semente de ilusão, tem que morrer pra germinar. Plantar em algum lugar, ressuscitar no chão, nossa semeadura. Quem poderá fazer aquele amor morrer, nossa caminhadura. Dura caminhada, pela noite escura. That's it. This is the whole song, really. I'll do the riff later. So let's go into the chords. We've got a C major 7 that everybody recognizes, okay? There's an F, goes straight to F minor, which is unusual, but it's a nice touch in this song. You can either play it like this, and in some performances he does. Okay, the C is on the bass. I tend to play it, it's simpler and quicker for me to play it like this, but I don't play all the strings. I quite like this sound. So Drão, na 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 na. Okay, uma semente de ilusão. Now we go to an A minor here, but he doesn't play it here. You could play it here, but he goes into a really beautiful chromatic sequence that I will explain, and it is absolutely beautiful and so clever, because you've got chromatic descent. 1 note at a time is changing. No more than 1 note at a time is changing. You've got a drone here. You've got like a pedal. These 2 strings are playing all the time, and you've got that descent. And then we end on a very dissonant chord, actually. It's as if things are breaking down slowly, and then they finally crumble. Okay, so maybe that's my imagination, but this is how I hear the song. So, okay, it says, I need to start. Drão, o amor da gente como grão, uma semente de ilusão. A minor with the major 7, A A-7. Now remember, the ninth is ringing all the time, so you could add a 9 to all of these that I mentioned here. This is an A minor with a ninth added. This is a minor with a major 7 added, but there's a ninth also. This is a major 7 with a ninth also. And then we get to what I feel is a D, a ninth actually, but it's got the 13th. It's got that B. Okay, which is the 6th or the 13th. So because it's got the 7th and I think it's got the 7th. Yes, it's got the 7th and the 13th and the 9th. For me, this is the 13th. Okay, it doesn't have the 11, but it's pretty close to a 13. And then we've got a D minor shape, a sort of D minor. Once again with the 6th ringing. And then we've got a C major 7 of sorts, okay, with these 2 strings ringing, and then we finish on this. Okay, I'll play that again. You have to change the fingering here, and then we get to the next section, which goes like this. Quem poderá fazer aquele amor morrer? Nossa caminhadura, dura caminhada, pela noite escura. So I'll show you these chords. A-7, G-7, F#7, F major 7, F-6, and then here we go from F-6 to F minor with a major 7. So imagine an F minor here. This is the 7th. We need the major 7 here. So you go from, as I said, this, and the fingering is easier this way. F-6, okay. F minor with major 7, F-6, and again to F. So that's quite unusual. And then he goes back and ends on the C major 7. Except he doesn't actually play the C major 7 because he lands straight into the riff. Okay? And that's one of the difficulties of the song actually, is that you are singing pela, noite escura, and then this is quite a long escura, but he's already started playing that riff, okay? Which goes like this. And it's quite faster. So this is a bit of a difficulty in the song. I found a way around it until I can learn to actually dissociate the singing from the playing. I found a solution which goes a bit like this actually. Dura caminhada. I need to start from the beginning. I do apologize. Or maybe Quem poderá fazer aquele amor morrer? Nossa caminhadura, dura caminhada, pela noite escura. Okay, so I play the C and I let it rest a little bit, and then I attack the riff. Okay, so the riff, it's quite subtle actually. Now I would advise that you play it with the thumb here. I started trying to play it with the fingers here, and I wasn't getting the attack and the volume that I needed, and the accent. Okay, so I would suggest, and I noticed that Gilberto Gil actually played it with the thumb as well. So listen to the notes actually. It starts with an open B here. Okay, so that's the first phrase. I'll play that again. So it's tricky because you've got to play, we're playing like a harp here actually. This effect for me is a bit like a harp effect, and sometimes it's not natural, the order in which you play the strings. So okay, you play the second string followed by the third, and then back to the second, but this time the finger is on the D, my finger is on the D, and then open string, back to the open B. But this time my fingers move. Okay? Now, I noticed that a lot of people actually play this riff and they swap fingers when it comes to this. So they go from this to either this finger or this finger. I found it a lot easier to maintain this finger rather than try to swap fingers, etc. I find it a lot easier because actually the positions are, for me, they are the same, but they're sliding. Do you see what I mean? So I'm keeping that finger actually in this position. I'm not swapping fingers, and I find it a lot easier. So back to the first part of the riff. Okay. The first time he plays this once, and the second time he plays twice. So I'll play that again. First time. That's it, okay? And at speed, okay? So it's not accurate, but this is the kind of speed that you need to get, actually, okay? And that's it. So I've covered the verse, and you can see that the chords really are not that difficult. They are beautiful, but they are not that difficult, and there's quite a few of them. And then you've got the riff, which if you practice enough, I mean, to be honest, I spent hours learning this riff, and I can't actually sing it like he does. I can't combine the riff seamlessly into the end of the verse. But at the moment I found a solution, and I can sing both the verse and the riff and play the riff without too much trouble. One day I'm hoping to be able to play both in a seamless way, actually, with the riff actually part of the song, part of that C major. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Good luck with this beautiful song, Drão, Gilberto Gil.